Welcome to Slaughterville, an idyllic small town surrounded by natural beauty and wonder. You've never explored Slaughterville like this before. Take a walk through our peaceful forests and maybe you'll get to meet one of our furry friends. Study our rich history and learn about the mysteries hiding in our small town. Slaughterville is packed with places for you to visit, like our locally owned shops, the museum, or tour one of our many cemeteries. No visit would be complete without talking with our colorful citizens. They're so eager to meet you. And after a long day, you can relax, turn on some mood lighting. Invite a few friends over for something to eat. And try your best to survive. Slaughterville, the role-playing game from Laughing Rogue. Based on the Year Zero engine. Become a citizen of Slaughterville and finally tell your story. Back it today and welcome to Slaughterville.
Hi, who's moving to a place called Slaughterville? You were warned by the name. I mean, come on. This isn't a farm. I love that name, though. I also love the name Laughing Rogue. I don't know.
Thanks.
How did you come up with that, the Laughing Rogue?
It's one of the nicknames for one of the gods in D&D, the rogues.
I love it.
Yeah.
And he's such a cute little character.
Yeah.
Mine, not yours, but yours is, pretty damn cool. So, yeah.
I put out a few
we'll have to make mine into an RPG someday. I mean, it came from role playing.
That's what I was gonna say. When's yours coming out?
I have been asked that quite a few, and it's such a good survival story that it would fit perfectly as a role play. So I might have to do this. I've been asked by like 7 people already. I was like, I don't know that. I mean, might have to do this. Might have to be done.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can make it work. We can make it work.
I think it's great. Demons versus angels and throw in some hellhounds and vampires. You're all good.
Mm-hmm.
We were thinking like Lori said I should make a chess set. So I was trying to think of who in the chess pieces would be what. Like the zombies would be like the pawns for one side and the hellhounds the pawns for the other side. And maybe Anubis could be the knight because he has like the staff. And I think that's kind of cool.
I wasn't sure bishop or knight for him. So.
Yeah. Which one do they both have one? They both have a staff?
I knew the bishop had the pointy head thing. That's one.
Yeah.
You know how often I play chess?
I haven't played in years. So I need to probably play. I think I haven't played since I was no, it has to be after that. I know I played when I was 8 and I'm 45 now. So
well, you've been doing 300 interviews a week since then. So it's kind of hard to get a game in.
Yeah, it's been 2 to 3 a day, and I think I had 4 one day, and one we scheduled, and I was like, damn, that was going to be my, my accomplishment being 4 in one day. But yeah, I had my first week of the campaign though. I had 8 cancel in just 1 week.
Really?
But I also still had 9 interviews that I did, so I guess it was okay. I don't know, but yeah, so. I try to do as many as I can. I have to get the story out there. So
absolutely,
that's the hardest part. Everyone's like, "What's the hardest part of writing?" I was like, getting people to look at it.
Yeah,
writing was simple. I didn't even plan this. I didn't plan to make a comic book. I didn't plan to write. I was a role player with nothing better to do and a cool story idea. And then 2 years later, there's 95 freaking issues written. So I'm like, I should probably do something with this. I mean, such a great story. Actually, I just wrote it for me. I wanted to see them all.
That's how it usually starts.
Yeah. I've heard a couple of accidental comic books made. Those are probably the best ones because you're you didn't have to torture yourself into writing or anything. It was all fun, and I love it. I'm still writing. I mean, we passed the 1 million word mark like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I handed in a 15,000 word chapter, and I was like, let me add these up. And I was like, wow, that's just over the one. So yeah, and I've wrote a little bit. And I go between writing chapters and scripts. So I'm on script 18 of the 45 to 50 that we have for this series. So we're getting there. But yeah.
So when are we going to see the animation for it?
Man, I want it now. Like,
I know.
I even said I'm just gonna learn animation and animate it myself at this point.
Used to be easy with Flash, but now these days.
Yeah. My artist just sent me 2 new pages for issue 7. I'm like, you have the worst timing. He's like, I'm really enjoying this is my favorite issue so far. And I was like, I'm glad, because there's like 40 freaking pages of it. So yeah. Well, issue 5's live now for anyone watching. So having it
yes.
live. Issue 6 is done, and issue 7 is 26 pages in. So we're getting there. I need 6 more backers. Somebody just back it. So that's
a
goal. The 100 backers. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm like,
you have to have the OCD, nice round number. You
right?
gotta get it in there. Yeah.
You just need 100 backers. Plus, if we reach 100 backers, do you know Rich Parada? He does. Yeah. He's the Madness channel all the time, but he worked on Marvel and DC. He did DC was Booster Gold and Batman Beyond, and for Marvel he did. There's a lot. New Mutants, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Deadpool. I know there's another one. Anyway, he offered to do one lucky backer, whether physical or a digital backer, which he's like, it should be physical. I'm like, I'm not discriminating against the physical and the backers because I don't really ship overseas. Anyway, he's going to do one commission, 11 by 17 commission of anything they want and draw it live. If we reach 100 backers, so I need 6 more backers. Look at that.
He did this one.
That's awesome. Yeah, he did 2 of my covers, but I haven't used them yet. So he did the cover for the next one, which is the topless vampire, female vampire that my character can't be topless at all. So I had to choose the female vampire. He wanted to be topless. I was like, it has to be the female vampire. And then he did another cover for issue 7. So yeah, see, so close. We did pass 3,000, so I'm tickled pink about that. So
I was gonna say you've covered your goal.
Yeah,
you're well over.
Yeah, I'm well over my goal. So my artist gets paid. I already paid him.
Well, yeah, that's usually how they do it too. Everything's paid before we go.
Yeah. I see when I release these campaigns, I make sure everything's in hand. I have all the back, all the little rewards. I have the comic book printed, nice. I just don't print obviously all of them. I print the like 25 bare minimums just to make sure that they're, functional when I get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. My artist is amazing. He does all these panels. I'm not brilliant enough for that. This is all him. I'm like, here.
I also like that you I still like that you put the dialogue in with. I've seen a lot of them where they just put the art, and I'm like, I get it. The art is nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I like to read it, so I like to see what the dialogue and everything is going to be like. Also, yeah, he always does real well with these. The
boom.
With the sound.
Lori's like, it's too big. I was like, no, it's boom.
No, yeah.
The art. I'm like, it's buildings. It's boom. It's good. And then I realized, so my last campaign had no back issue art at all, and I had a lot of ketchup tears, and I was like, these are brave people because they have no idea what these look like. So this time I made sure, and look, I'm learning to do the little pictures. I don't know if you know Rick, but and from the Madness, but he taught me how to do Canva on video, and now I'm learning because I had no pictures last time either. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I will say, and I'm surprised more people don't do this, but my campaigns will always have issue 1 either and PDF and printed available. So if you don't want to invest in a lot and you just came into like issue 7, buy issue 1.
There you go.
Because I go to these campaigns that are like issue 9, and all I want is issue 1. Like I don't know you, Unless they're amazing, then yeah, I'll buy the ketchup. My ketchup tiers were really popular this time, which is very touching because they're putting a lot of faith in the book, which I love. And you get a lot of goodies too. You get your money's worth with the ketchup tiers because I have all the ones I can't really reuse for new people. I have the keychains and the angel and demon buttons and all that stuff. So, and we did pass 4 stretch goals. So if you get the $5 tier, you get the black and white and the color version of whichever one you choose. And you get the 16 other PDFs from other creators, indie creators, issue 1s, 4 new ones from last time. And you get the issue 1 tease kind of thing. I say teaser, it's 32 pages, but it's a black and white version of the spinoff, which will be redone eventually, hence it being a stretch goal. But yeah, my artist is upset that he can't do it. He's like, why can't I do the spinoff? I was like, because you have like 50 more issues to do in this one. And then series 2 starts. We're already 7 issues into it. So unless you start cloning yourself, I don't know what to tell you.
Which they did say they're going to have a mammoth done by 2024. So I mean, hey, it's possible.
I told him if he can clone himself, I need 1 for the spinoff and 1 for the prequel. And they might as well do 2 for the current one so we can get things going,
Yeah.
As if he's not fast enough. He does like 3 pages a day. I'm still not happy. Like, but he sends me the sketch now. And I love it because I get like 5 a day. So I'm like this. He's like, but then you see the errors. It's like, send me pages. I want pages. So yeah, there's the stretch goals.
I was say so in this sticker.
Yeah.
That one just got me.
Yeah, he looks all tough, big guy.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I love it how he's like, he can like turn to her and say, "It's okay, sweetheart, don't worry about it," and then turn around and beat some guy to death. So he's got issues, and that's the spinoff that someone drew it for me for free. I say free, but they stole like money from me, so it's not really free. And this one just passed the glossy trading card with the DC artist Ken Hunt and the colorist from Lady Death Universe, and they just did my graphic novel cover, and it's amazing. It looks awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You are not stopping, and we don't want you to. So
yeah, good. Yeah.
But we got to get this thing to 100.
Yeah, I need
OCD
100.
Doesn't allow you to have that kind of a number. But I got to ask you something.
Sure.
What was it? What brought about? Because I've seen this a lot. What brought these about? Where everybody's coming together, donating issue 1, and doing that as a giveaway.
So I'm still pretty new. So 6 months ago when I started 7 months ago, I guess in October last Halloween I started, and I joined this without any knowledge of anything. And somebody said to me, "Would you like to give away my issue 1 as a stretch goal?" And I was like, why would I do this? And why are you giving it to me for free? And he's like, then you get our name out there, you give something away that you didn't have to pay for, and it's win-win, and people get new comics. So I started with, I think like 4 or 6 or something. So I've been adding 2 to 4 new ones each time. So people that come in are new get like 16, and people that are old, but a returning backer, they get new ones too. So this one has 4 new ones, and Lori didn't even do it until I came along. She's like, "That's a great idea." I was like, I had never heard of this, but I also never knew what the hell I was doing for anything. So all the advice has been used. So the first 3 are the ones in yellow. So those are the ones that reached out to me when I was just a naive person that's like, how hard can this be? And they're the ones that completely helped me. I mean, my first campaign, I didn't advertise at all. I didn't do interviews.
Right.
No one even knew what I looked like. So, it was just mostly friends and family. It was my old artist that stole $3,000 from me, and then I redid the whole thing. So yeah, I did 4 campaigns, but I only count like the last 3 because the first one's a soft opening, as I say, like when you tours and no one's really gonna go. But yeah, it's a great idea though, because you get most of these people. like especially like Nightwolf and right there and Lori, Broken Trident, they all have, and Machine Gun Kelly, they have a machine gun, Mary Mary Machine Gun. They
There
all
we go.
have issues out, so this gets their name out there, and then they can go check them out and all that fun stuff.
And soon to be upcoming board games from Max and myself.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I bet he's got a new one coming out.
That's the book 3 for this here.
Book 3. What is it called?
The Ninja Bimbos.
Yeah, that's it.
Versus Zombies from Deep Space.
I don't know how I could ever forget that name. But yeah, so most of these have other issues out. So you follow their campaigns, and it works out really well. So it's win-win for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And those are my metal tiers. This is my metal. I released a metal. These are the metal trading cards. It's going to bounce up to you. And actually, they are awesome. They're very thick. I don't know if you can.
There we go.
Now you have to scroll up. I don't know why it does that.
I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why it does that. That's my favorite cover. I know everyone's other is Anubis, but that's my favorite color. And then this is the metal cover for this version for issue 5. That's the one that will be available. 2 people already bought it. So that's coming. And then that's the Ian Chase Nichols. I'm thinking of doing that one in metal, re-releasing it, because I re-released the issue 4, which is the one you saw, which the video is right above it. If you want to play that one, it shows. It has me doing my hand modeling. It's great. So. I couldn't figure out I don't know how these TikTokers do everything in one hand. I can't open a damn issue.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know what they're doing.
Their whole world is one-handed. Like I can't even do it with 2 hands half the time. But yeah. How are you feeling, by the way?
Right? It's about the same. You know what it is.
Yeah. But this was my first metal cover, so I re-released it with issue 4 because everyone loved issue 4. So that's an add-on in this one. You can get it as an add-on, or there's a metal catch-up tier with all 5 as metal. There's our clotters. But yeah.
Yeah, that I like those metal covers. They're nice.
It's my first time, and I gotta say they're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well worth what you're getting from them.
Oh yeah. I
know. Again, from the back end side, they are a bit more on the expensive for us, but it's just you want them because they're
and they're shiny. Cool. How could you not want shiny stuff?
I've grown up through the 90s comic book era. I want this stuff. You know what I mean?
The shiny. Yeah.
Chromium embossed and all of it. I don't care how campy it was great. Screw it all.
I agree.
Bring me back die cut, for God's sake.
Right? Do they even do that anymore? I can't find anyone to do die cut or hardcover for my graphic novel, and I really want that.
Right?
You know? I used to love die cut. Yeah, die cut's gorgeous. I mean, I've got die cut stickers. It's not the same.
See?
Yeah. It's got to be somebody out there. Yeah.
Who'd you have do the metal cards?
This is Ready Comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Send me their link. I had mine done through Fairy. The Fairy's good. Don't get me wrong. Fairy's good. But I like these too. Yeah, send me their info.
Yeah, I think I tried Fairy website and it's not as easy. Like this one, I literally I see it and I buy it. I mean, but don't you have to get a quote from like Fairy and all that stuff?
Yeah. I think it's just him and maybe his wife doing it.
I know somebody that loved
very
it.
much. Yeah.
I knew someone that loved it. I think I have it right here. Actually, do I? I don't know. Somebody. Yeah. So somebody else gave me a card. It was very nice from them. Yeah. But I don't like the quote thing, so it's not on them.
No.
With mine, I put it in the cart and I pay, and then they send me a proof, and I'm happy. I don't like because every time I ask for quote, not on them. This is not on them. But I asked like another person for a quote for a graphic novel, never got back to me. Like that's how you do your business. And so this statue is these only have 1 left for sale.
Oh,
that
wow.
one and the one above. Yeah. Well, only 3 were made, and I kept 1, and one other one is sold for the Anubis one. And for the Seraphina and Draven one, there's only 2 made, and this is the one's mine. And my artist will never ever. He hates sculpting people. I had to pull his teeth. And the only reason why he did it was because he's been making clay statues for me for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So they're for you. And it took him like 7 tries before he was happy. I was happy with every single one. And I was like, stop making them. Just make the statue. But yeah, so it's a really cool statue. It's made from a unique clay. It's more lightweight. It's still a pound of clay, or
Right.
still a 1 pound statue. But it's got that cartoony kind of look to it. Like if realistic, but not like our zombie merman statue. That thing looks grotesque. I mean, it does not look cartoony. It looks grotesque.
This guy just awesome.
Yeah. We're working on some 3D printed ones for the next one, but yeah.
Yeah, I did a 3D printed bear for Lori.
Yeah, it looked awesome. I just had somebody print out the cute angry Anubis.
Nice.
And they sent me a video. I was like, this is the cutest thing ever. And now they're working on his hellhound. So they can have, I was like, can you see? I don't think you can do it resin, but I was like, can you see if you can put the tail on a hinge so it wags?
Oh
So
my God.
they're trying, but he's like, I don't know if you could do that with resin. I was like, just try. If not, we'll have to do the regular printed one, but at least one with the wagging tail. But yeah, I love that hellhound, the Croc. Nobody's gonna know his name because it's actually named in the spinoff, but it's I'm gonna probably have her name it just randomly through the series.
Yeah.
Because in the spinoff, she's in hell being, trapped by these hellhounds, and they're supposed to, keep her from escaping. And one licks her hand, and she's like, "Are you tasting me or want to be pet?" And she finally pets them, and she's like, hellhounds are, red, gorgeous red, but they're toxic to angels if they bite them. So she said to him, she's like, I'm going to call you, your name's going to be Crocolite, which is this toxic, gorgeous red, ruby looking gem. But if you hold it too long, it's toxic. So his name is Croc for short, but no one's going to know that because it's Anubis's pet in the Redemption. So all the characters are the same in the spinoff and Redemption, but they're completely different roles. Like some are enemies and some are allies, and it wasn't on purpose. It's just there's 10 years separating them in the Redemption, and there's no time separating them in the Salvation. So you'll have allies like certain demons turn into allies, and some humans turn into enemies. And it was when we were done writing them both, I'm like, that was a really cool parallel that you're like, how things can turn into such a different path when you're just doing it in a different way, doing 10 years separate or whatever. So yeah.
So it's like an Elseworlds style.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you now.
Our spinoff is like a what if,
Gotcha.
In this Redemption, they got separated when they were kids, teenagers, and they thought each other was dead for 10 years. So they had 10 years of separation. She became a supernatural hunter. He became an assassin, and they were both hardened by this. So it really, screwed up that their bond and all that stuff. So when they came back together, it was kind of like it was tough to get through it again. In the spinoff, they escape before the murder happens. So now you have 2 teenagers on the run with no knowledge of supernatural, no fighting skills, no assassin skills, no talent whatsoever. They don't even know supernatural exists. So you get to see them grow and learn how to do these things. And now they have to fend for themselves, but their bond is stronger because they didn't lose those 10 years. Their powers, their angel and demon powers come out sooner because they have that bond that's so strong. So it was such a unique story. We just did it as a joke because we're like, what if they didn't lose those 10 years? And now it's 5 novels later, you find out. So yeah. This one's sold out. That's the cute angry Anubis. Yeah.
If you have the STL and you want me to tie it in resin, let me know.
Yeah, I do. And that's our zombie merman.
I like it.
He's ruthless. He's not cute, but his plushie's cute. But I will tell you, that's the only one made. So people could feel free not to buy it because I don't even have one. I made one because I didn't know what he was going to look like. So I made one. So I put up for sale. Now I have a skeleton. So this is you'll see the plushie down below. This is the plushie. There's only 3 of these, limited edition 3, and only one's for sale because my co-writer and I have one. And then for the next campaign, it's going to be the skeleton bird. There's only 3 made and one's for sale. And I'll tell you, there's a skeleton bird statue and I don't want to sell it. This is the only one. So maybe I'll just do 3D printed. We'll see. And then Anubis, the plushie Anubis, there's 8 made and only 2 left for sale. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think STLs would be a good add-on.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, but so my modeling job there, my hand modeling job. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's awesome. I wanted everyone to see the little suckers. Those are sold out too. And they won't be made again. But we do have 2 black ones for the next campaign. So if anyone wants the 2 black versions, and remember, Nubis is black, you have to go quick for the next one. August 15th is issue 6.
I was gonna say, see, you're
Yeah.
on top of this, like you've done it before.
Yeah, every other freaking month. It's like a torture. Like I'm just glutton for punishment. I'm like these campaigns are so stressful. Let's do one in 4 weeks. So, yeah, the day we end Monday. So in like 3 days, we end Monday at 4, and like 24 hours later, it'll be into pre-launch for the next one. So search Worthy Chaos. You will find any time of the year we'll have a pre-launch or a live version. And if don't, just wait 24 hours, it'll be there. Our gold coin. I'm actually looking to getting personalized gold coins. The gold plated. I did not say gold. I don't want anyone to be like, you said gold. This is gold plated. Some people got upset because I only released them for higher tiers. The issue is I was waiting for my wholesale to come in because I only, like I said, to you before, I only release what I have in hand. So I only had enough gold plated for these, but now I've got a bunch in, so I'm going to have them for the next one. I'm also going to be making some of my own coins. I'm trying to get, I have so much merch. I have way more merch than you see. Like I have a whole cabinet here of different merch, coins and stamps and 3D statues and yeah. I've been called merch queen now, so I've just accepted the role.
I was gonna say you've got to lean into it now. You have no choice.
I've been made fun of by a couple of people that were like, why do you have so much merch? And I said I wanted it. And
exactly.
It makes the tax deductible selling it to you guys. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get to get reimbursed by the government to make toys for myself.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be brutal honest. The first thing I thought of here.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered a Scooby-Doo cosplay for them?
No.
Shaggy, Scooby, Daphne, Fred. We got to throw in a Velma.
Nice.
But that would be a hilarious cosplay. Well, they're just out for Halloween. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. I like it a lot. All right.
Yeah, you have a few items there.
Yeah, that's the big major tier. It comes with the pillows and the gold plated and a metal cover and the regular covers, and that's the last Anubis statue and the stickers, and there's metal bookmarks and metal trading card. There's everything in there. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one gave me very much a Tangled vibe.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. But overall, it looks like you're doing real well.
Yeah.
You got everything going. You have plenty to offer for everybody, and you're coming out almost monthly. I think it is pretty much a month.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
let's see. So we're doing 5 now. 6 you said is in
August 15th. So 4 weeks from the day 4 weeks from the day we close. And then October 3rd is 4 weeks after that one closes. So it's then I gave people the holidays off. So you get November and December off, and then late January 23rd, book 2 starts, which would be issue 8. And then it goes from there. So yeah.
Now, is that the goal? 1 complete book a year?
At least 1 book a year. Yeah. You see, the tricky part is book 3 has 10 issues. So I think like book 2 will be finished next year. Shouldn't be a problem. Book 3 will probably start next year so that it can finish the following year. So yeah, we're hoping 1 book a year, and we're hoping to have, I don't know if we could do this, but a new song per year. So like we have a song for this one released, which is a download, for $3. You get the vocal and the instrumental version. It was written and performed just for our characters, while they're actually working on a zombie version for the next book. So hopefully that'll be for January and we can release that. So I'm trying to get them to do 1 per book.
Nice.
So here's hoping.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you're bringing out for the next one. I'm glad to see that these are going well for you, and that you're going to keep doing it. I know we'll be back in October.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because the October will be the last issue for this book and the graphic novel. So it'll be and the graphic novel is 222 pages.
I was gonna ask, how many pages are we looking at?
Yes, and that's not including the cover. So
right.
Yeah. So I'm excited to that because I want to be able to say I have one book out. So I'm excited.
Just wait. Soon you're going to be able to put out the coloring book you're saying where it's just all covers.
Yeah. And I didn't even know that was a thing. Somebody asked me. And then while I was posting, like I had a poll, 88% wanted the coloring book. And then somebody was like, can you do it digitally? And I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Let's get off
actually easy.
Yeah. I was like, that's easy. So yeah, it'll be at least 28 pages, and you'll be able to color the cover and the inside cover and everything because I'm going to do it because you can choose to do it the same paper. So I'm like, might as well have an extra picture there. So
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. We got lots of stuff coming, nonstop. It's called Obsessed. So
yeah.
Addicted to the obsession.
But if we weren't addicted to it, then they wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? This is more fun for me than it is a job.
Oh yeah, it's more fun, but I work 5 times harder at it. So
exactly,
because it's more important than what's paying for it, which is my business. But yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've hit the mark, and I know you're a little bit on the busy side. You might only have 42 more interviews today. So
yeah, it's a slow day.
Yeah, well, you got to take a break once in a while.
Yeah. Lori asked me how it was to take a break, and I was like, "Yeah, I only have like 4 interviews." So she's like, "Good for
you." Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on. I always enjoy coming on here.
No, it was fun. Yeah, stay in touch. I know we talk all the time, so
yeah,
I don't like bothering.
Yeah, I love seeing you post stuff about the pages and whatever you got going on, and it's great. You got great stuff.
Just like you, I got 3 more when we were talking, and I'm like, oh, I'm not looking at them now.
Yeah, it's so hard.
It is.
You should have been like, you know what? Time seems to be up. We have to get going. I've got pages to look at. Yeah. As soon as I get off, I'm gonna go look at the 2 pages I got. So because
nice.
I did a fight scene. Yeah, I'll send you. They look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Well, I'll let you get at it, and I look forward to the next one. Follow the links, grab this, and again, get her to over 100 so that I don't have the OCD where I can't handle that. You got to help me out. You got to help.
Definitely. All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll catch you in the morning.
Perfect. Thanks.
See you.